We've got a question. Drew, could please do a rebuttal, a debate about the video Loren did about your video about water fasting in Costa Rica and the dangers of that. So those who don't know who Loren is, I'll post a link down below to the video and talking about it. I don't hate Loren. I don't hate Doug. Just share my comments and criticisms. Not hating, just saying. Seriously, just sharing the comments and criticisms. I'm not financially affiliated with Doug. Not financially affiliated with Loren. Loren said I'm paid by Doug. That has never been the case. Doug has never given me a cent. Never given me a cent. And I never asked for a cent. Doug is a stingy motherfucker. Anyone who does money with Doug knows he's as fucking tight with the money. A girl recently almost died at Doug's fasting retreat. He didn't even offer a refund. She had to ask him, and it's still ongoing. And then she missed out on Doug's walking tour. So she paid $12,000 for the fast, another $4,000 for the walking tour, which is basically wake up, eat fruit, and go for a walk each day, and that's $4,000 for 2 weeks. I think that's a bit rich, personally, but people willing to pay it. So she gave Doug 16 grand, almost died. For 16,000 bucks, and you almost die, have to end up in the hospital, get blood transfusions. Doug still wouldn't really want to give her a refund. It's a bit ongoing. Anyway, so I'm not paid by Doug. Never was. Promoted Doug a lot. Because you hate Doug. I don't hate Doug now. I'm disappointed with things I've been hearing about Doug now and how he behaved at the Woodstock Fruit Festival, with us, etc. And I wrote Doug, said, Doug, I'm really disappointed at how you treated us after all the years of support we gave you, after all the years of promotion we gave you. And Doug wrote back, goes, Harley, I'll be honest with you, there's plenty more people who promoted me than you did, Harley. And I'm like, really, who? And he gave me out 10 names I'd never even fucking heard of. So most people have actually heard of Doug through us. But Doug disagrees with that. Anyway, next point was going to be that Loren said that Doug lost his chiropractic license because of sexual harassment charges, multiple ones, which of the latest was from Doug's best friend's girlfriend putting a sexual harassment charge on Doug at the chiropractic clinic. And Doug hasn't been registered as a chiro since 2000. So that's Loren's claim. I would like to hear what Doug's got to say about that one. So I'd like to hear Doug's side of the story about the sexual harassment charges, allegedly. So that's what Loren said about that one. So him and basically Loren and Doug, they're similar in they both do water fasting in Costa Rica. They buy a place cheap or rent a place, and then you get people laying in bed on water to pay for it. So it's a pretty good business model. Fill the place. What do we feed them? We give them fucking water out of the fucking tap. Liquid gold. Pay them $12,000 or $3,000. Lay them in a fucking bed. Give them a mosquito net. It's gold. It's good. It's a good business model. Anyway, so Loren is only $3,000 for his little fasting treat, 2 or 3 weeks. Doug's $12,000. So Loren's the Walmart of water fasting in Costa Rica, right? And Doug is like the boutique brand. Same shit, just 4 times the price. So Doug doesn't really like Loren, and Loren doesn't like Doug because Doug's earning 4 times as much, blah, blah, blah. So there's a lot of little conflict going on there in the Costa Rican water fasting scene. That's that bit covered, a bit of groundwork. Now, personally, I do not recommend water fasting. I see too many deaths. I see too many hospitalizations. I see too many people going crazy and ending up in a mental ward. I see too many people getting anemic and having to have blood transfusions. So I cannot, in 2014, May 2014, of what I've learned in all the last few years, I cannot, with integrity, recommend anybody do a water fast. Maybe the exception if you've got a fever and you can't eat for a day or 2. Okay, but I cannot recommend the forcing of a long-term water fast longer than a day or 2. I cannot recommend it. I see too many people getting depleted, deficient, weakened, death. Your whole year's fucked up, whatever, because you've got anemia. I can't recommend it anymore. So, just so we're clear on that, myself or Freely do not recommend water fasting other than a day or 2 if you're sick, you've got a fever or whatever, and you can't eat. Your favourite food doesn't taste good. You can't eat! Laying in bed, paying someone fucking $12,000 or $3,000, saying, starve me! That's not my idea of health. Fasting is natural. it shouldn't have to fucking pay money to do it. You shouldn't have to fly on a plane all around the world to do a fucking water fast if it's so natural. Like people say, Harley, but water fasting is natural. Okay, do it in your fucking lounge room then if it's so natural. It's not. Really, is it? I mean, animals fast if they're sick. They don't fast for fucking 30 days, man. No animal in nature will force a fucking fast for 30 days or 20 days. They will not. They might get sick for a day or two and not eat. Your dog gets sick, doesn't eat or whatever. They will not fucking go, I'm not going to eat on the 15th of May for 2 fucking weeks or whatever. No one fucking does that. It's unnatural. And that's why people fuck up. So that's my conclusions after years and years of talking with people and, you know. I don't have a bias, alright? I don't sell you anything. How much money have you spent with Duran Maybe you got my $2 little audio thing. $2. Alright, maybe you bought Freely's ebook for $25. Maybe you'll buy my ebook when it comes out in a month or so for $30 or whatever. How much money do you give to us? We're not trying to sell you stuff, and if we do sell you something, you can afford it. You don't have to get in debt to get information from Duran or Freely, do you? If you're a student or a low-income worker, you don't have to get in debt. If you live in Uganda or whatever, and you've got a community internet reception, and you're like, wow, I'd really like to get Freely's book or whatever, if you email us with a photo saying, hey, I'm in a village in Uganda, I don't know, I have $30, but could I have your book? We'll give you a fucking copy, alright? Just send us a photo right on a piece of paper and have a back shot of your village in Uganda or whatever. We'll give you a book. Fucking oath we will. You don't have to pay us thousands and thousands of dollars to learn how to eat a natural diet. That is fucking absurd. And I can say that with honesty and integrity now because I'm not financially affiliated with anyone. I'm not scared of stepping on anyone's toes now. I'm going to say what needs to be fucking said because everyone else is too gutless or too financially castrated to be able to say, hey, this is what I believe. Duran Rider, I make my money from corporate advertising. Nike, McDonald's, fucking pizza adverts, whatever. That they pay for me to put the vegan message out there. I've got over 10 YouTube channels. People say, you do controversy in the health food. No. I've got over 10 YouTube channels. Me doing a video about water fasting gets maybe 10,000 hits. It's like $20 or something. Alright? So don't be thinking I'm buying $10,000 bikes and doing a video about Doug and Loren water fasting in Costa Rica. So maybe $20, alright? That's like half a box of bananas, man. So I get my coin from corporate dollars. You don't have to pay thousands of dollars for me to live my lifestyle, alright? You get most of my information, 99% of information for free, watch my YouTube videos, participate in a forum. You don't even have to buy books if you don't want to. You get all the information without it. So that's that covered. Let's get to the points. Let's get into the nitty gritty. So Loren says not to drink water if occasionally you can, but he says clear urine is not the goal. Loren says you shouldn't get clear urine. And I'll just say that is the reason why Loren is out of shape. He doesn't have much fitness. People say, oh, I'm energetic, I'm really... Look, where's the fuck is your 5K time? Go and run a 5K loop with your Garmin, upload it to Strava, send me the link, and then we'll fucking talk. If you got a bike, put your power meter on and give us your 10-minute power data up a climb or whatever. How many watts per kilo can you hold for 10 minutes? Then tell me you got lots of energy. Alright, so it's... Go and run a fucking marathon. And show me what time you did. Give me your Strava data. But these people never do it. They're either on fucking rebounders, doing their fucking yoga stretch, doing a couple of push-ups and going, I'm really fucking fit. Or they, you know, like... and it's not, I'm not being mean or nasty. I'm just expressing my frustration where people say all this shit and people who have no idea about fitness. If you water fast, you've got pretty much no idea about how to get really, really fit. Do you? Athletes don't do water fasting. Why? Because it's so depleting. It fucks you up. No serious athlete will do a water fast. Ever. Because it just depletes you. I know one runner who did a water fast. Took him like 2 years to recover from it. And now he's running fast. But before that, he's just fucked for years. So fasting's a scam. You make a lot of money on it. That's pretty much it. Forced fasting is a scam. It's to make money on ignorant people. No one gets fit doing fasting. Or okay, so someone says, oh, but Loren's very educated, blah, 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 whatever, Doug, and that. Yeah, they've got some good tips. I'm not going to deny that. They have some excellent tips. But reality is, let's be egotistical about it. Let's compare it. Let's say we have 3 months of the year, right? If you spend a month with myself, or Loren, or Doug, You're going to get fit as fuck hanging with me. I'm going to teach you all the fucking skills, how to eat, whatever. I just had a 2,500 calorie smoothie. You hang out with me, you're going to learn so much more. It won't cost you a fucking cent from... You won't be giving me any money. You hang out in Thailand with us at the Raw Till 4 Festival. Come train, whatever. Okay, so you hang with Drew and I, get fit as fuck, learn how to get fit as fuck, improve your fitness, doesn't cost you a cent. Go with Loren, it costs you maybe 3 or 4 grand. You lay in bed, you starve yourself. You eat some fruit afterwards. You get told that anything more than 12 to 1,500 calories a day is too much food. So you basically get taught how to starve and be orthorexic and get depleted and deficient. You go with Doug, it's $12,000. You got interns that sort of care for you, not much one-on-one with Doug because Doug's busy doing whatever other things. You don't really learn too much other than the only thing you can eat is raw food the rest of your life. Raw is law, nothing else, you can't eat that. That's all it is. And that's great if you live in a fucking tropical fruit paradise with tree ripened fruit all around and you never travel, you don't have a family, whatever, and that's all you can eat. That's fine. But there's no backup plan with Doug, there's no backup plan with Loren. That's why 99.99% of people who do their plan fail because they go into the real world. They're working a 9-to-5 job or whatever. They've got a family, kids, relationship. And they can't do it. Loren says, he says 12 to 1,500 calories a day. That's fine. That's ample for a grown human being. Well, I'll tell you what, that's good if you're single, want to spend the rest of your life exercising in a rebounder or whatever, have no fucking energy, no stamina. Loren says no one should eat 3,000 calories a day. That's absolute bullshit. I say, Loren, you couldn't even keep up with Freely for 1 minute in a running race. 1 minute with Freely on a running race. You'd just be, see you later. I don't know what to say. These people, Doug and Loren, teach orthorexia in that there is no backup plan. You must eat 100%. Raw is law, no exceptions. No exceptions. There is no backup plan. If you fail, you're fucked. You're a loser. Come back to fast in Costa Rica and reset you for $12,000 or whatever if you have a bowl of steamed rice. It's fucking insanity. There should be a backup plan. It's the fucking real world we live in, alright? I get passionate about this because I see so many people going, oh, I'm almost raw. I'm like people expect their life to change or whatever if they eat like 100% raw or whatever. And then they're loading up on the cashews or the avocados or whatever to do that, and they're feeling like shit, and they go, well, 100% raw, I feel like crap, can't perform anymore. I see it with all the guys even, they just have like no real fitness. They try and do raw food and the fitness is like bombs down. And that's not because fruit's bad, but it's just hard to get quality fruit. It's hard to get quality fruit. The guys I train with now, these high-carb vegan fruit dudes, they love their fruit, but they understand they can't get it. They have the rice and the pasta and the quinoa, and these guys are fucking strong on the bike. Strong. But when someone's doing a 100% raw food diet, they get very weak, especially if you're an endurance athlete, because when you do an endurance athlete, you're always doing shit. You burn a lot more calories than someone who's maybe doing a bit of weights or whatever. So it's probably easier if you're doing weights to do all raw. But even then, once you start traveling or if you have a family or a regular job, it can be tricky to get enough fruit calories. So that's why you have to have a backup plan for people. You can't make people feel guilty because they go to travel and there's nothing for them to eat. Or you expect them, all they can fucking eat is cucumbers and dates for the whole week. I mean, that's just unrealistic. And if you want to do that, that's fine. I've done it. That's been cool. But I understand not many people want to live on dates and cucumbers, or walnuts and lettuce for dinner, or whatever. It's insane. So I sincerely believe it is a teaching of orthorexia to say to someone, 100% raw is law, there's no backup plan. In my opinion, that is a fundamental teaching of orthorexic behavior. Like trying to tell people that if you eat a bowl of rice, you're going to get obese, when the slimmest cultures eat rice. You tell people if you eat a bowl of corn, you can't run, when the world's fastest fucking marathoners eat corn. So it's fruit, number one, starches, backup plan, whatever. Incorporate both into your lifestyle to get the best results. Then you can never fail. All right. Another thing was that the United Nations, they have this rule, right? If 20% of the population, adult population, if 20% of the adult population approximately has access to less than 2,100 calories, a famine is called upon that country. If 20% of the population can't obtain at least 2,100 calories a day in the adults, it's a famine. That's a crisis. So Loren is eating 12 to 1,500 calories a day. And famine level is 2,100 for 20% of the population. So I'll call bullshit on that one. I call bullshit on that one. So that's just my little quick tips and hints and criticisms. You know, do you need to water fast? You don't. It's a fucking waste of money. It could kill you. It's going to drain you for a long time. If you want to get fit, lean, and toned, listen to Doing Right and Freely. Listen to us. Freely's done the fasting. It's a good lesson for her of how fucked it is. It depletes you. Can you name one person who has exceptional fitness from doing water fasting? One person. Everyone gains the weight back. Look at the girls who do water fasting. All the weight comes back on. You know, you lose so much of your life when you do a water fast. It's cost you 20 grand or whatever. You've got to work, pay that off, unless your parents are fucking loaded. And they say, yeah, I want to go water fast. Costa Rica, daddy. Hey, here's 20 grand. You know, so it's bullshit. In my opinion, it's bullshit. If you do want to go to do an water fasting, do an internship. You know, I did that. That was good fun. I actually did enjoy that. So go there. I went there and learned and just sort of got to see what the process. You're paying to be like a bit of a spectator or whatever. So that was a good lesson for me. I was like, you know what? No. And then I did follow-ups with people who did fast that year and previous years, and no one really raved about it. People get hyped up about it because, yeah, they spent $20,000 or whatever, time off work, airfares and thing. You spend 20 grand, you're going to have to tell yourself that it's a worthwhile investment. Otherwise, you're going to feel like, fuck, I blew 20 grand. What a fucking idiot. You know, so you're going to have to, it's like when people buy like a $5,000 suit or whatever, like, yeah, it's pretty good. You sort of have to justify it. But, so that's my comments and criticisms. Don't hate Doug. Don't hate Loren. Just sharing my comments and criticisms. I'm not financially affiliated with anyone. You can come to me and freely. We will not bullshit you. If you ask for our opinion, we will give it to you. We won't fuck around and go, well, you know, we don't have to in 2014. We're not affiliated with anybody financially anymore. So we can give you this low down, no bullshit advice and experience. We don't have bullshit to sell you. Look at what someone sells, look at how much they charge, and then you'll see where people stand. Thanks for watching.